In the heart of Accra, Ghana, where the streets buzzed with energy and the air was thick with the aroma of street food, two beautiful souls were about to cross paths in a way that would change their lives forever. It was a warm evening, and the city had come alive for a local concert that showcased some of the best talents in the area. Amina, a spirited young woman with a passion for dance, was there with her friends, excited to immerse herself in the rhythm of the night. Her laughter was infectious, and her energy lit up the space around her. Meanwhile, Kofi, a talented musician with dreams of making it big, was on stage, pouring his heart into every note he played. The moment he saw Amina in the crowd, something sparked within him, an inexplicable connection that felt almost like destiny. As the night unfolded, Amina found herself drawn to Kofi's music, his voice resonating deep within her soul. After his set, she made her way backstage, her heart racing. "You were incredible out there," she exclaimed, her eyes shining with admiration. Kofi smiled, his heart fluttering at the sight of her enthusiasm. They began to talk, and what started as a brief encounter quickly turned into hours of conversation, laughter, and shared dreams. Days turned into weeks, and their connection deepened. They explored the city together, visiting art galleries, local markets, and hidden cafes. Amina introduced Kofi to her love for dance, while Kofi shared his passion for music. They became each other's biggest supporters, inspiring one another to pursue their dreams fearlessly. However, their journey was not without challenges. Amina faced pressure from her family, who wanted her to pursue a more traditional career, while Kofi struggled with the uncertainties of a musician's life. But their love became a sanctuary, a place where they could be their true selves. They learned to support each other, reminding one another that their dreams were worth fighting for. One evening under the twinkling stars, Kofi took Amina to the spot where they first met. With a guitar in hand, he serenaded her with a song he had written just for her. As he finished, he looked into her eyes and said, "You inspire me every day. Will you be my partner, not just in love, but in life?" Amina's heart swelled with joy, and without hesitation she replied, "Yes, 1,000 times, yes." Their love story became an inspiration to those around them. Amina and Kofi started a community dance and music program for underprivileged youth, using their talents to uplift others and foster creativity. They became known in their city not just for their love, but for their commitment to making a difference. Years later, as they stood hand in hand at their wedding, surrounded by friends, family, and the community they had built, they knew that love had brought them together for a purpose. Their love was a testament to the power of dreams, support, and the beauty of two souls destined to inspire the world. Their story is a reminder that when two beautiful souls come together, they can create magic, not just in their lives, but in the lives of everyone around them. Love, after all, is not just about romance. It's about building dreams together and making the world a brighter place. As Amina and Kofi settled into married life, their bond grew even stronger. They became a well-known couple in Accra, not only for their artistic talents, but also for their dedication to community service. Their dance and music program continued to flourish, and they often hosted workshops, inviting local artists to share their skills with the youth. But as their program grew, so did the challenges. Funding became a pressing issue, and they often found themselves sleepless, brainstorming ideas to keep their dream alive. One evening, while sitting at their favorite cafe, Amina sighed, "Kofi, I feel like we're losing momentum. How can we keep this going?" Kofi took her hand and replied, "We just need to think outside the box. What if we organized a bigger event, something that showcases our program and brings the community together?" His eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. Inspired by Kofi's idea, they began planning a grand music and dance festival. They envisioned a day filled with performances, workshops, local food stalls, and art displays. The goal was to raise awareness and funds for their program while celebrating the rich culture of Ghana. Days turned into weeks as they poured their hearts into organizing the festival, reaching out to local businesses for sponsorship, and inviting artists from all over. They worked tirelessly, fueled by a shared passion and the love that had blossomed between them. Finally, the day of the festival arrived. The sun shone brightly, and the air buzzed with anticipation. The venue was transformed into a vibrant haven of color and sound, with laughter and music filling the air. Amina and Kofi stood backstage, their hearts pounding with excitement and nervousness. As they watched the event unfold, they saw children from their program performing with joy, local artists showcasing their talents, and community members coming together to celebrate. It was a beautiful sight, a testament to their hard work and dedication. As the festival reached its peak, Kofi took the stage to thank everyone for their support. This isn't just about music and dance. It's about community and love. Together, we can make a difference. The crowd erupted in applause, and Amina stood in the audience, tears of pride streaming down her cheeks. Later that evening, as the sun set over the city, Amina joined Kofi on stage for a surprise duet. Their voices intertwined, creating a melody that resonated with the audience. It was a moment of pure magic, a reflection of their journey together, a celebration of love, dreams, and community. In the aftermath of the festival, they were overwhelmed with gratitude. Not only did they raise funds for their program, but they also gained new supporters and volunteers who wanted to help. Their dream was no longer just theirs, it had become a community effort. Months passed, and their program continued to thrive. They were able to expand their offerings, introducing new classes and workshops. Amina and Kofi often reflected on how far they had come since that fateful night at the concert. Love had not only united them, but had also given them a purpose beyond themselves. One quiet evening, they sat on their balcony, watching the city lights twinkle below. Kofi turned to Amina and said, "You know, I never imagined that music and dance would lead us here. I'm so grateful for you." Amina smiled softly. "And I'm grateful for you, Kofi. Together we've created something beautiful." As they embraced under the stars, they knew that their journey was just beginning. There were challenges ahead, but together they could face anything. They were partners in love and life, committed to making a difference and inspiring others to follow their dreams. Their love story would continue to unfold, filled with new adventures, challenges, and triumphs. But one thing remained certain. Love had brought them together, and together they would shine brightly in the heart of their city, inspiring others to embrace their own beautiful journeys. As the months turned into years, Amina and Kofi's program became a cornerstone of the community, nurturing young talents and providing a safe haven for creativity and expression. Their lives were filled with laughter, music, and the joy of watching dreams blossom in the hearts of the children they mentored. One day, as they were preparing for another annual festival, Kofi approached Amina with a glimmer in his eyes. "I have an idea," he said, holding her hands tightly. "What if we take this beyond Accra? We could inspire other communities, share our program, and create a network of artists across Ghana." Amina felt a rush of excitement. The thought of expanding their mission thrilled her. "Yes, we could host workshops in different regions, collaborate with local artists, and share our stories." With renewed energy and determination, they began to plan their outreach. They reached out to schools and community centers in various regions, creating partnerships that would allow them to share their vision. With each new collaboration, they felt an overwhelming sense of purpose, knowing that they were making a difference far beyond their own neighborhood. As they traveled together, they encountered new faces, diverse cultures, and a tapestry of stories that enriched their lives. Each workshop was a celebration of unity through art, and with each connection they made, their love for each other and their mission deepened. Years later, on the anniversary of their first festival, Amina and Kofi stood hand in hand once more, not just in Accra, but now in a large open field filled with people from all walks of life, celebrating their shared love for music and dance. They had created a movement, a festival that now spanned the entire country, bringing together communities to celebrate their artistic heritage and foster new talent. As the sun set over the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Amina and Kofi took to the stage once again. As they looked out at the sea of faces filled with joy and excitement, they knew they had truly transformed their dream into a reality. In that moment, Kofi took a deep breath and spoke into the microphone. "This isn't just our story, it's the story of every child who dares to dream. Together, we can lift each other up and create a brighter future." The crowd erupted in applause, their voices echoing the sentiment of hope and unity. As the music began to play, Amina and Kofi danced together, surrounded by their community. They twirled and laughed, feeling the rhythm of life pulse around them. They had built something beautiful together. More than just a program or a festival, they had woven a fabric of connection and love that stretched far and wide. With each passing year, their journey continued to unfold, filled with new adventures and challenges. Yet as they navigated the ups and downs of life, one thing remained constant: their unbreakable bond and unwavering belief in the power of love and art to change the world. And so, under the stars that had witnessed their love story from the very beginning, Amina and Kofi embraced the future with open hearts, knowing that together they could face anything that came their way. Their love was not just a story that ended, it was a legacy that would inspire generations to come. As the final notes of their favorite song echoed in the night, the couple stood together, hand in hand, ready for whatever adventures lay ahead, their hearts forever intertwined in a dance of love, passion, and purpose.